I apologize right now for all of the ridiculous things that I will probably say.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body trimmings for your neck. All they really wanna do is go and cash the check. Won't nobody love you until you love yours. You could be
Typically, during
spending
school year, I
money,
am a
so
high school
poor.
choir teacher.
Don't be
I'm also married
cause
to
baby,
two
life is
kids.
so
But
short.
this
Cause
summer,
when it's
now
all
that school
over,
is
it's
finally
gonna be
over,
in
finals
your
was
core.
last week,
Don't
I get
assume,
to
don't
experience
assume,
what it feels like to be a
that they won't
reseller
be
full
playing in
time.
a
Let's see. So
costume.
Friday was my first day of no school. So it's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I can tell you already that I have way too many plans, way too many dreams and ambitions for this summer, but that's okay. I'd rather do too much than not do enough and always wonder what else could I have done or what else could I have accomplished. So we're going to try all the things, and hopefully you're along for the ride. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you hit that little red subscribe button, because on this channel, especially over the summer, we're going to be doing things with thrift hauls, what sold videos, vlogs, where you're going to be thrifting with me, a lot of good old-fashioned Poshmark tips, and you'll also be able to witness me try out things like eBay and Amazon FBA and try to just kind of dive into those platforms a little bit more. But this week we are doing a what sold video for the past 2 weeks of May 27th through today, which is June 2nd. So let's get into what sold. So I have my handy dandy question planner that I always use. But starting with Monday the 27th, I sold a pair of full head high-waisted shorts, denim shorts, but they were actually mom shorts. That was the style. These, I believe, are from Pacific Sunwear, but these were given to me by a former student of mine who just had all of these clothes that she wanted to unload before she left for college last fall. So she sold me a bunch of those clothes. I don't remember how much I had for. I think maybe only like $16. Someone sent me an offer for 12, so I made $9.05. Next up, I sold this pair of American Eagle distressed cuffed stretch shorts in a size 4. American Eagle is one of my favorite bread and butter pieces, especially for their denim. I have found that their tops or dresses do not really at all for me. I did just recently get a pair of boots that actually this girl just sold like the full head shorts. So we'll see how their shoes do. I don't know after looking at the comps, but American Eagle pants and shorts, especially their denim, does really, really well. So these I actually picked up at the consignment fill a bag sale that I went to a few weeks ago now, and that is one of the hauls that I've been tracking to see how much I earned from the items that I picked up at that sale, and I will share those numbers with you at the end of this video. But I sold those actually at full asking price of $18, so I made $14.40 on a pair of shorts. I ended the day on Monday with a 3-piece bundle, which is always really exciting. The first piece was this new with tags, actually one of my boutique items, this blue and white oversized kimono, and it had this kind of like China-like pattern on it, like what you'd see on like China bowls, you know what I mean? Like fine China, right? Not the country, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cool. I had a bunch of these kimonos that I had picked up wholesale. Typically, you make less per item when you sell wholesale. However, the draw of selling wholesale items is that you get to list more than one quantity of each item, so that cuts back on the amount of time that it takes to photograph and list items, so it kind of balances out in a sense. The next thing that sold in this bundle was this ASOS floral skirt. This I actually got from another student of mine who I've talked about before. She choreographs for my acapella groups and whatnot. Her stuff actually sells through pretty well, so she's got good taste. These were a size 12. And then finally, a pair of loft striped high-waisted shorts. These were a size 14. This is actually my second time selling this pair of shorts. This is just in a different colorway. So because I had sold them before pretty quickly, I knew that these would probably sell as well, especially because they were a larger size. And that item I actually picked up at the consignment sale that I went to now about a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago, and that's one of the hauls that I'm tracking, and you'll hear more about how much I made from items that I bought at that sale later on in this video. But I sold that whole bundle for $60. That was from last Monday. I don't remember at this point, now that it's Sunday, I don't remember if she put them in a bundle, or if I saw that she liked the items and I made her a bundle. I don't remember. All I know is that I sent her an offer of $60 on these 3 pieces with $1.80 off shipping, and she accepted, so I made $46.26 on that bundle. Moving on to Tuesday the 28th, I actually only sold 2 bundles. One of them, the first one, was a 2-piece bundle. One was this new without tags Torrid embroidered gauze blouse. I think that's literally what it was called from the Torrid website. It was this really pretty red short sleeve blouse that I picked up at my favorite thrift store that is shutting down. I think they're probably going to be shut down in like 5 days now. But they had all this Torrid stuff one day, so I picked up a bunch of it, only to realize that Torrid tops don't really sell very quickly. They do sell, but just not very fast. These also were a 00, which in Torrid language is, I believe, a medium. That also didn't help my cause, because I think the larger the Torrid piece, the better. I think the sweet spot really for Torrid is like size 2 and 3, which is 2X and 3X. Maybe if you go bigger, it's a little bit harder, and if you go smaller, it's a little bit harder. But these did finally sell in this bundle. And the second piece was this twine and string tie front flutter sleeve shirt. It was like this really pretty floral print along here, and it had just really pretty sleeves and like a tie in the front. I don't know why I did this motion. That's not how you tie things. But I picked that up at the last fill a bag sale that I went to at my favorite thrift store that is closing down. So you will see that show up later when I talk about stats for that haul, because those are the 3 hauls that I'm tracking, are the fill a bag, the last time that I went, a pop-up consignment sale, and a consignment sale fill a bag. So there are three sales that I'm tracking. But those 2 items, again, I don't know if she bundled the items, if I bundled them for her, but $32 was the offer that I sent with the $1.80 off shipping, which she accepted, so I made a profit of $23.80. The second bundle that sold on Tuesday was a 4 for $25 bundle. So in my closet, I have just kind of this everlasting sale of things that are 4 items for $25. And the reason I do that is because it's a place to put stuff if it's just really old and not getting a lot of attention, or items that I know just aren't really worth that much and I still want to get them listed for whatever reason. I'm kind of cutting back on those types of items. If they don't really meet a certain point, I don't even really bother listing them anymore. But I do have probably around like 40 to 50, maybe more, 40 to 50 items in that 4 for $25 sale. They're just kind of all sitting at the bottom of my closet. And someone, actually a viewer, which was really exciting, came and bought 4 shirts from that sale. The first one was this loft boat neck, really like bright green, not bright, what's the word? Like highlighter green. It was like a highlighter green color, 3/4 sleeves, just really thin and perfect for the summer. Just like a shirt, and it was a size small. Secondly, she picked up another loft piece. It was this short sequined, it was this pink short sleeve shirt with like a regular stripe and then a sequin stripe, and it, you know, it was the pattern of sequin, stripe, sequin, stripe. It was really pretty, and actually a friend of mine had given that to me. And then the third piece was another loft piece. It was this purple lace shirt, again 3/4 sleeves, and it had like a scalloped hem along the bottom. It was really pretty. You definitely needed to wear a cami underneath it. The first 2 shirts were smalls. This one was an extra small, and then the last shirt was actually a personal shirt of mine that I had bought many years ago at Target, and it was this green Mossimo, again 3/4 sleeve shirt, or 3/4 length, I guess you're supposed to say. Maybe not 3/4 sleeve, maybe that's not how you say it, but 3/4 length sleeve shirt. It zipped in the back. It was an extra small. Obviously, she bought that bundle for $25, and I made $20 on that sale. On Wednesday, I sold this new with tags hat from the U of I. That's where my husband and I went to college, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Yeah, UIUC. And someone had given this hat to my husband, I think. He doesn't wear hats, so he gave it to me and he was like, you can try to sell this in your Poshmark closet. So I've had it listed for quite some time. Someone finally sent me an offer of $9 for it, which I gladly accepted, and I made $6.05 on that hat of pure profit, which we love. And then the last thing that sold on Wednesday was another item from my student, the choreographer, who gave me a bunch of her clothes. and this was a Target Exhilaration brand long sleeve floral romper. It was really cute. It had like that faux wrap to it. You know, Target can sell, especially if it's cute. I sold a personal Target item of mine in the last bundle that I talked about, and then this sold, and it was Target, so that's cool. It was a size XXL. I sent out an offers to likers on it for $13 with discounted shipping, and so I made $8.25. Really quickly, I just want to speak on this idea of getting clothes for free from people. I will acknowledge the fact that I have a big circle, and what I mean by that is I have students. I have a big church that I belong to. I work at a high school with a lot of people, and so I just have a lot of different networks and circles of people, and because I'm pretty vocal with them about what it is that I do, a lot of people just accumulate bags and bags of clothes that they don't want anymore. My shirt looks really weird here. Let me fix that. Anyway, people know what I do for my side hustle, and so people will just contact me out of the blue and be like, hey, I have a bunch of clothes, do you want it? And I'm like, sure. And I tell them, you know, like, I will go through it, and whatever I don't want, I'll just donate it for you. So for them, it saves them a trip to the thrift store. They're helping out a friend, me, that's the friend, and yeah, I get a ton of clothes for free. Most of it doesn't sell for very much. Most of it is under the $20 mark, but it's free, so it's free profit. And yes, I have to put in the work of listing and photographing and all that kind of stuff, but it all adds up. And you'll see there are a lot of items that I sold this past week that are items from friends that have given me clothes for free. We've been getting our bathrooms remodeled, and so our contractor, who's been coming over on a daily basis, you know, he's like going up and down the stairs, and I will be in the playroom, which is right next to the stairs, and I'm like steaming and photographing clothes, and so he just like walks by and sees me steaming all the time. And finally at one point he was like, you do a lot of steaming. I think he just thought that I like steamed all of our clothes in our house or something. And I was like, oh yeah, I do. I sell clothes online as my side hustle. And he was like, oh. And he was like, you know, I have like bags and bags of clothes in my trunk that are my daughter's clothes. Do you take kids' clothes? And I was like, yeah, I do. So even the most random person, my contractor who's there to renovate my bathrooms, we just happened to have this conversation, and I will be getting some clothes from him because of that. So for me, it's worked out in my favor not to be shy about what it is that I do with Poshmark, but I don't lie about what it is that I'm doing with the clothes that I get from people. I tell them straight up, like, I'm gonna sell this on Poshmark. And for whatever reason, they are more than willing to give it to me. I had a friend today at church who was like, hey, I have bags and bags of clothes for you. And this guy likes good stuff. Like the last time he gave me bags, there were like Theory and 7 for All Mankind, tons of J. Crew. So I was like, yes, like, do you want me to come to your house and pick them up? Because I will do that for you. So I don't know, like for me, it's really worked out to just be vocal about what it is that I do. Maybe test the waters a little bit with your network of people and see how people respond. The worst that could happen is no one wants to give you clothes, but the best thing that could happen is you get a ton of free inventory. And yes, you may have to sift through it, and yes, maybe a lot of it won't be usable, but even if you're only getting a few pieces here and there, free inventory equals free money in your pocket. Okay, but let's move on. Let's move on to the next day. So Thursday on the 30th, I sold a pair of Tommy Hilfiger Mabel, that was the name of the shoe, and they were these like suede, I call them wedges. They're not really wedges, you'll see. They're kind of like clog wedges. I don't know why I picked these up. These were earlier in my reselling career. I picked them up at the pop-up consignment sale that I like to go to. It happens twice a year. And I don't remember how much I paid for them. I did finally end up throwing these in my 4 for $25 sale because they just weren't getting any interest. No one was liking them. No one was whatever. So I had lowered the price of these to $10, and someone finally just bought them outright. So I made $7.05 on those. Next up, we have this New With Tags Prana swim skirt. It was really pretty, size large, just had this fun print to it. I recently went to Goodwill, maybe like last week, and only picked up like a handful of things, this being one of them. I did pay up, and by pay up, I mean I paid $5 for them. They were in the boutique section of Goodwill, and they were listed for $9.99, but that color tag was half off that day. So I only paid $5 for them, and they sold for $23. Someone sent me an offer, so I made $18.40 within a span of like a week. So I was really happy with that. Next up was this pair of Aldo lace-up Guadian. Again, that's the name of the shoe. And they were kind of these block heels in this camel collar, size 8.5. I picked these up at a Plato's clearance closet where they were doing 90% off of their clearance items. So I paid, I believe, less than $1 for these. I sent out offers to likers on this pair of shoes for $18, and after discounted shipping, I made $12.60. I have had these for quite some time, so I was really happy to move them for that price. The last thing that sold on Thursday was this scarf that I picked up at the Indianapolis bins quite some time ago. It was this Indiana University Hoosiers, I don't know how to say that, but you know what I'm talking about, the mascot for Indiana. It was a soccer scarf, so it was really interesting because it was reversible, and on one side it was women's soccer, and then on the other side it was men's soccer, so it was for both gender teams, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know why I picked this up because it was also riddled with stains, and I think that maybe I just didn't see that when I picked it up. I don't know. But it did have a lot of stains on it. I, put that in the description. Someone liked the item, so I sent out offers to likers for $8, and after discounted shipping, I only made $3.25. You win some, you lose some. On Friday the 31st, I sold one thing, and it was this bundle. The first thing in the bundle was this really cute pair of Betsy Johnson flats. It was called the Millie P flat, and they had this leopard print and then this big like red bow with gold stuff. Gold, round things, circle, not beads, whatever, gold accents, gold, on the bows. They were really cute, size 8. I picked these up when I went thrifting, when I took students out of town for a conference, and I did pay up for them. I remember, I think I paid and by pay up, I mean I paid more than I would at the Goodwills around me. I think I paid like $7 or $8 for these, which were a little too much, but that's okay. And then the second thing in this bundle was this beautiful loft romper. It was spaghetti strap. It was like this blue floral print. I had picked it up at the consignment sale, the pop-up consignment sale that I went to not too long ago. They were a size 2. She sent me an offer actually on this bundle for $35, which I happily accepted, and I made $28 on that bundle. All right, Saturday, June 1st, I sold one item, and it was this pair of Uniqlo black elastic waist joggers. This is another item that a friend gave me. She gave me this. She gave me that pink loft shirt with the sequins. She gave me some really good stuff, and she just gave it to me for free. I think she actually may have like compiled stuff from her roommates, like everyone who lived in her apartment. I don't know. I remember her telling me that this wasn't just her stuff, so again, tell people what you do. But anyway, these were a size small. Uniqlo is not priced very high retail to begin with, so it doesn't do super well in the resale business, but that's okay. I got an offer on these for $10, which I accepted, so I made $7.05. So that was all of my sales for Saturday. Moving on to today, which is Sunday. Today was a pretty good day. There were a decent number of sales, so that was really exciting. The first thing that sold was this pair of Eileen Fisher elastic waist, kind of wide leg pants. These were a size large. I did pick them up at the consignment full of bag sale, and someone sent me an offer. Nope. I sent out offers to likers on this pair of pants for $28, so after discounted shipping, I made $20.60. The next thing that sold on Sunday, today, was this New With Tags J. Crew chambray tie waist shirt. It was the sleeveless shirt with like a really cute, there I go again. This is more like how some people dance. I don't know why I keep doing this to demonstrate how you tie ties in the front. But anyway, it had a tie in the front. This was in a size 10. This was also pretty recent. I think it was like a style from 2017 or something. So pretty recent. Again, New With Tags. I picked this up at the pop-up consignment sale, and This got like 13 likes within a pretty short amount of time. It was a pretty popular item in my closet, and I kept sending out offers to likers. Nobody bid. Finally, for whatever reason, someone just bought it outright at my asking price of $34, so I made $27.20 on that item, which is really exciting. Next up, I sold a bundle of 2 pairs of shorts that I picked up last year at just my local Goodwill. I don't have a lot of luck with this brand, so I probably will be staying away from it from now on. It is LC Lauren Conrad. So I only picked these up because I was hoping that someone would bundle them and buy them together, which did end up happening. It just happened a year later than I wanted it to. But they're basically the same pair of shorts. One is new with tags, and that's this like ivory colored one. It is made of this lace overlay and just kind of your typical shorts, I don't know. And then the second pair are the same pair of shorts but in blue. They're both a size 8. She put them in a bundle, I believe. Yeah, I think she put them in a bundle. She did. She put them in a bundle. I sent her an offer of $30 for the bundle with discounted shipping, which she accepted, so I made $22.20 on that sale. Next up, I sold this pair of short alls from the brand Bethany Moda, which I believe is sold at Aeropostale. If I had known that they were sold at Aeropostale, I would not have picked these up, but they sold. I picked these up at the consignment sale, and someone actually bought these outright, which was really exciting. They bought them at my asking price of $16. 16, not 60. I like heard myself say it and I was like, they're gonna think I said 60. $16, and so I made $12.80 off of that sale. The next sale from today was this ASOS, I don't know how you say it, but that brand. Just this bikini top. It was a black push-up bikini halter top, and it was a size 32 double D. This is from the Fill a Bag sale at my favorite consignment store. This swim top also got a lot of likes, but finally someone just sent me an offer of $12, which I accepted, and I made $9.05 on that sale. The last thing that sold for me today was this soft surroundings 3/4 length sleeve shirt in kind of this like salmon-y or coral color. It had that kangaroo pocket on the front. It was a size large, and it was just really funny because I had it listed for $16 and she offered me $15. Obviously I'm gonna accept. I made $12 off of that sale, which was really exciting. So those were my sales for the week. Here are my stats. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold this up close to my face. This week I sold a total of 27 items for a total of $309.95. That amount, guys, is the amount that I made after Poshmark fees, after shipping discounts. It does not include my cost of goods, mainly because I don't know what they are. I don't keep track of them. That is what went into my bank account. That was a total of 19 transactions, 5 of which were bundles. It was a pretty bundle heavy week, and only 4 of those sales were made through offers to likers. Typically I get 6 to 10 sales made through offers to likers, but whatever, I'm okay with it. And some of those bundles were a result of me making the bundles and sending them offers, which is kind of like offers to likers. But anyway, 26 of those items were women's items. 1 was a men's item. There were no children's items sold this week. I don't have a lot of children's items in my closet, but I've been selling 1 or 2 a week. And then my stats for the 3 different hauls that I'm tracking. First, we'll talk about the Fill a Bag sale. I sold 2 items from that Fill a Bag sale, and if you remember, I had filled 1 bag for a total of $25 spent. And this week I made $20.95 off of those 2 items from that Fill a Bag sale. So I have now made a total of $125.45 from items sold from that 1 bag from that Fill a Bag sale. So I have made a profit of $100.45 from that 1 bag of clothes, which is really exciting. Secondly, we'll talk about the pop-up consignment sale. This is the one that it happens twice a week, that would be amazing. It happens twice a month in our town. And so I had originally spent $189 at that sale. This week I sold 4 more items from that sale for a total of $69.40, which brings my total for the amount that I've earned from items that I picked up at that sale for $212.06, which means that I have now finally turned a profit of $23.06. It did take about a month to do that, but I still don't have all those items listed. I am getting on it. Quick update, by the way, if you haven't watched my video on how I plan on making more money this summer reselling, I will link it in one of these spots. But one of the things that I am doing to try and make more money this summer is I actually brought on some help. So I have 2 students of mine, one of whom is sharing my closet for me every morning, which has been amazing because that means I get to just like wake up and do the things that I need to do and want to do in the morning, and I don't have to worry about that morning share. I used to do that at school because I had like morning prep at school, and so I would just do it then, but especially in the summer when I'm like trying to get kids out the door and all that kind of stuff, I was just like, I don't want to have to worry about sharing my closet first thing in the morning. So I have a student who's been doing that, and she's been doing great. And then secondly, I have a student who I am just giving bins and bins of clothing to, and she is steaming and photographing those items of clothing for me. So I'm really excited because the hope is that I will be able to just get through a ton of inventory and list a ton this summer. So I'm finally gonna get all of the stuff that I have left from these 3 hauls steamed, photographed, and listed. There are a bunch of items from the next haul that I'm going to tell you about that had a bunch of stains in them, if you remember from that thrift haul video, which I will link somewhere here. So this week my plan is to get the stains out of those items and see what is savable and list those as well. So the last thrift haul that we're going to talk about is the latest one, and that was the consignment boutique that's in town. They had a fill a bag sale. So I spent $140 there, and I sold 2 more of the items from that fill a bag sale. So I made $35 from those 2 items, and in total now I have made $83 from the items that I bought at that sale. So I haven't yet turned a profit. That's okay, we still got time. We're still listing a ton of stuff from that sale, and that's what's up. Okay, so this week I am just so excited because it is literally my first real week as a full-time reseller, and I have so much planned. And actually, like I said earlier, my first 3 days as a full-time reseller have been jam-packed with a lot of stuff. But what I'm probably just most excited and thankful for is that those 3 days have also been jam-packed with time to just like spend time with my family and just to like do nothing. Like we would just go out and stay out and not really make plans, but just kind of let the day take its course. And that was really fun and exciting for me that we could do that, because that is not very typical of what a day in our lives look like when it's the school year. But I did get to go thrifting with my husband once, and tomorrow I'm going thrifting with a friend of mine who lives in town who has also been selling on Poshmark. So just a lot of thrifting, a lot of doing all of the things. I also sent out a box to ThredUp Luxe. I am intrigued to see how that goes. I went garage sailing with a bunch of friends last Saturday and last Friday. Did I go Friday? I think I went Friday too, to a couple. So it's just been jam-packed with so much fun. This week I'm excited because I'm going to have 2 more videos for you. My goal is going to be to upload 3 videos a week. So today is the What Sold video, obviously. Wednesday I'm going to try to have a vlog of kind of what I did in my first few days as a full-time reseller. And then on Friday I'm going to have a thrift haul for you from the stuff that I got on Friday with my husband, as well as what I'm going to get tomorrow with my friend. Hopefully I don't get too much because I kind of went crazy on Friday. But those are the videos that you have to look forward to. If there's anything else that you can think of, please leave a comment down below as far as what kind of videos you'd like to see. Also, if you are not following me on my Instagram, make sure to check me out at Becky Park on Poshmark, because I do share kind of more in the moment details about what's going on in my life as a reseller. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching this video. I hope that you are having a wonderful summer thus far and that you are making great sales as well. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!